we're taking a look from Mcfarlane Toys, DC Multiverse, Victor Fries, aka Mr. Freeze. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Man, I am excited. I've been doing some reviews lately, and it's just been phenomenal, man. I've just been liking everything that I've been reviewing. And today we've got Mr. Freeze, Mr. Victor Fries, and we're going to jump into the housekeeping, guys. We're going to jump into it. But before we do, let me put this character back here a little bit for you for a moment, or get him. I know you guys hate it when I take them off camera. My apologies, but I'll put them there. You never know what's going on with Mcfarlane. So in my haste, thinking that he would never, ever make a Mr. Freeze. And I had just gotten out of the theater watching, when I created this guy, watching the Batman and listening to the news that possibly Mr. Freeze will be the villain in the next Batman movie. I went ahead and made my own. Yes, I know it's the unhelmet Shriek. Yes, I know. A lot of the haters who saw the pictures on Instagram told me it still looks like Shriek, just with the arm. And you know what? For me, it was good enough to be Mr. Freeze. What happens is I didn't paint the head blue, kind of like to give him that frost, because, you know, I was reading Matt Reeves' idea of what Mr. Freeze would look like in his universe, and I wanted to give him that whole human thing to it. And eventually I was going to paint it, but because I was new to customizing, as you guys can see, I have some little things that came out of my experimental Mr. Freeze thing. But what I did get right was the gun. I managed to learn how to make the frost and the snow, and, you know, on it. And during, and all this time, after a year of just sitting on the shelf, the blue and the white just blended in more into the mechanism. Definitely give it like that look, like it's been leaking and stuff like that. So again, guys, I'm just showing off what I created on my own. Didn't mind what the haters said or what they had to say. I really didn't care. I didn't lose sleep over it. Yeah, does it look like Shriek? But it's okay. It still looks, for my world, had Mcfarlane never released a Mr. Freeze, this would have been my guy in my stop motion or in any of my stuff. But enough of that. We're not going to talk about my custom Mr. Freeze. Let me get that guy out of the way. Let's go ahead and bring him closer to the camera. And before we do, let's begin with the housekeeping. We got a stand. Thank you, Mcfarlane. Would have preferred maybe a punching hand or something else on it. Not needed, because this is a very well balanced figure, and I'm sure he's going to embarrass me later on in the video by falling down. Here is the source material, and this is a picture that I actually saw online that made me create my Shriek style of it. And take a moment, guys, if you want to read the card, by all means, go ahead and do so. Pause the video. All right, let's jump in. If there's something, guys, you've been noticing that I've been putting already the accessory in his hands, the hands are coming really, really tight, and they're not forming around that. What I also want to share, you guys, I can't stand, oh, sorry, I keep hitting the camera, guys. I can't stand when the effects are included. So I took advantage with the blow dryer, and guess what, guys? Gently, you can pull out the freeze effect, which I'm probably going to paint, give it maybe some blue in there just to give it that icing. Now, I saw the gold version of it, the gold label. Man, this just looks ridiculous, that color scheme they gave it. And guys, don't hate me for it, but I kind of lean towards the Arkham game suit. That suit just looks crazy. And I saw somebody mimic that in one of their customs. So yeah, this goes in the tip. Be careful, guys. Just heat it up and it will pop out. So I don't like effects already on it. I like to be able to add the effects to it. And so before we begin the articulation, because there's a lot of things I want to show you, I just want to show you that on this hand here, the gun falls off. On this hand here, it fits perfectly and tight once you use the blow dryer or Mr. Freeze. Look at that contradiction. He can't survive with heat, but to open up his hands, you need heat. Anyways, enough of that. But the hand does slide out in there once you get it open. Let's take a look at the gun real quickly. And again, guys, not my favorite. Would have preferred a much bigger gun. Like in the game, I believe he has a really bigger gun than this, I think. But this is okay. This will do. Little customizing that I've been seeing. I saw a guy who took this and made the uniform exactly like the video game, the same color scheme. So it was crazy. You're gonna have to Google it. I don't remember what his channel or what it looks like, but it just looks fantastic. The gun, and there you go. The effect does go here. Let me show you. And you know what, guys? If it doesn't fit in there again, put a little poster putty there, and it'll just do the trick just fine. So we'll take that out of the way. Enough of that. Here's the other surprise when I took him out, thinking about Mcfarlane, thinking that Mcfarlane isn't forward thinking. Look at this, guys. This comes off. How amazing is that? That's just a beautiful thing. I mean, the helmet comes off. You got a little notch there that it goes there. And you're able to see the details of his face. Again, similar to what I did trying to recreate it. All I did was to use the goggles. I used a Pokemon or whatever the thing, the Dot Man from Suicide Squad. I don't know. I didn't get it. I didn't get that guy. Polka Dot Man, and I just took his goggles and put it on Shriek to do that. And then I used a Gundam pen to really make that. But look at the level of details. Now, we've seen this type of coupling before around that. We've seen that in the Blight uniform. He has that there. So I know that a lot of it is reusable from Blight here and there. And I just loved, I never understood how animators or sculptors or things like that, but just look real quickly. Look at the dimples on that can. It just like that hammered can, pressurized, hammered look to it. Definitely some details in there that you can add in there. Maybe some leakage on there. I mean, I would love to see if you guys want to post and link me up to it. Love to see what you guys create out there. And for all of you guys, once again, whining about Mcfarlane, for 20 bucks, you get an open canvas. Just customize it yourself. Why whine that it didn't come like the source material or anything like that? Just, man, look at those boots. That's just amazing. So let's see what Victor can do as far as we know about articulation. Let's take a look at his articulation. We know the head goes side to side. It's just beautiful, up and down. You get a nice, beautiful T-pose because the shoulder pads are soft. As you can see, they're like a very pliable plastic. So it's in a bushing, as you guys can see there. You definitely get that swivel in there, get that articulation up and down. Obviously, when you're animating, you're gonna have to take the helmet off and take it off, put it in there. You have, looks to me, since he's more robotic, it doesn't give me the impression that, actually you do. If you look inside there, you've got a double jointed elbow. So wow, I'm really impressed with that. Unfortunately, it's not sculpted in, but the gauntlet goes all the way down, but it is the Mcfarlane crappy hinge that I hate, that makes me nervous all the time, but you do get that twisty there. You get a swivel here. You get that much of a crunch. You get that much of a crunch there to look down in case he's about to kick Batman on there. You get the Mcfarlane split mechanism. You get the leg that kicks out there for being in a suit. You also have double jointed knees. Look at that, guys. But it does hinder with the boot, the layer of the boot there. And again, it's not sculpted in, but you get the hinge in there. The boot is covering to help it. You get a swivel here. toe articulation. So overall, guys, for 20 something dollars, you're getting all this. First time, I will say, Mcfarlane, look at all that plastic and how beautifully done this villain is. This is one of my second favorite villains from Batman that I love. I think it's a fantastic figure. I think Mcfarlane did a phenomenal job taking this. I would have preferred the Arkham Mr. Freeze from the game. I would have preferred that, but again, it is Mcfarlane. I'm sure we'll probably get that along the way, just like many surprises. I mean, I don't know how long he's going to have that license with him, so let's pray that he does have it for a long time and we get the figures that we want. I've said it in another video. Mcfarlane tends to bend towards the horror genre. So he's gonna go out there and make the action figures that nobody has made from the previous comic books or graphic novels, and that's something that he's been doing. I know a lot of people have also been waiting and hoping that he will release a Gotham by Gaslight Batman and probably a Joker on there, or even Jack the Ripper, which is in the story. But again, guys, tell me what you think about this figure. He wants to fall, you know. So tell me what you guys think overall about the figure. Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And if you like today's video, guys, hit the like, hit the bell to get notified. Please help me grow this channel with you. Let's get to the road to 1,000. And guys, don't forget to subscribe. Would mean the world to me. So without further review, I have nothing else for this figure. Victor and myself, we are done. So we will catch on the next one. So we are